Okay. Okay. All right. It's 7:30. Are we ready, everybody? We're ready. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for braving the rain and cold and being here tonight. Thank you. Oh, is that better? Sanctuary. Thank you for coming to this beautiful sanctuary this evening on a rainy night. And welcome to all the people online as well. Thank you for coming. And I guess the first thing we're going to do is hear our opening tune.
All right. Hi, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Nice to see you all. My name is Kelby, for those of you who I don't know. This is a great tune that I learned from a wonderful gospel choral conductor named Chico Tohomaso. Anybody know Chico out there? He's wonderful. And so I know it as I hear the music in the air. And if you feel like it, would you like to stand up? Okay, only if you want to.
And maybe
the lights
jiggle
are,
your body a little.
The lights are awfully bright for a dance party, Jamie. Is there a way of making those at all dimmer? Is that still E flat, buddy? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear. Okay, so it's the lyrics are easy. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. And then the B section goes, I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. Dun, 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 dun. That's it, the whole tune. And then we sometimes just change the lyrics a little bit, and maybe there'll be a spot where there's a little stepping, a little clapping, maybe a little bass solo will happen at some point. But what do you think? Y'all ready to join me? Okay, here we go. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel the music in the air. I feel the music everywhere. Nice. Now that you got it, you can let yourself dance. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Now, since this month is about embodiment, the second system or the second set of lyrics is I feel the rhythm. Okay, so where do you feel the rhythm in your body right now? It's going to be different for everybody. Some people feel it in their feet, some people in their stomach or their back, maybe the top of their head. It's really just about feeling that rhythm. Here we go. I feel the music. I feel the music in the air. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be rhythm. I feel the rhythm everywhere. I feel the rhythm in the air. I feel the rhythm everywhere. Feel like dancing. Feel like dancing. Feel like dancing today. Feel like dancing. Feel like dancing today. Feel like dancing. Feel like dancing today. Feel like dancing. Dun, 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 dun. All right, now this is an opportunity for you to dance around. Maybe meet your neighbor, say hello to someone you don't know, or say hello to an old friend. Share some blessings. Share your favorite dance move. We're going to hear from the great Pablo Cardenas. Pablo Cardenas on the piano over there. Thank you, Pablo. All right, now that was the rehearsal. We're all ready? This is the main event. I hear the music. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I hear the music in the air. I hear the music everywhere. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. Hey, oh, sounds beautiful, everyone. All right, one more time with I feel the rhythm. And I encourage you to really feel it somewhere, wherever. Here we go. I feel the music in the air. I feel the music everywhere. I feel the music in the air. I feel the music everywhere. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like dancing. I feel like dancing today. I feel like Thank you, everyone. That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
That was so fun. Kelby MacNayr, Peter Dowse, and Pablo Cardenas, thank you so much. That warmed me up. So the next thing would be to greet each other. So given there's a small number of us here, how about everybody just says their name? Would you want to start?
Sure. My name's Katie.
Katie, welcome.
I'm Alex.
Alec, welcome.
That's their first time today.
Okay, good. We'll get to that.
Alana.
Hi, Alana, Denise,
Hi, I'm Linda.
and Linda,
Shannon.
and Shannon,
Brenda.
and Brenda, our speaker. Okay, well, so Alex, you're new today? This is your first time? And your friend, and I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name already. Katie and Alec, welcome. We have a special way to welcome people here. Would you like to stand? All right, everybody, maybe you'd like to stand too. So we want you to know as a community, everybody, we love you, we appreciate you, and we're so glad you're here. Thank you for coming and exploring the Victoria Truth Center. And I need to remember to keep this close. Just gonna keep looking at my notes here. Okay, so the principles of the Victoria Truth Center. I want to let you guys know that. So our purpose at VT is embodiment. We strive to live, breathe, and act, knowing that love is our true nature, and to consciously experience the infinite potentiality of our being. The main principles of New Thought, oneness is the first one. There's only one breath, one power, one life, spirit, source, love, universe, energy, God, whatever you want to call it. Divinity of all is number 2. Everyone and everything is that. We are inherently interconnected, reflecting and revealing the divine through one another. Number 3, personal responsibility. We create our reality according to how we use our mind and open our hearts. But it's up to us to use our minds and open our hearts intentionally, purposefully, in ways that support the affirmation and expansion of life. And finally, the fourth, affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment, the central new thought practice for moving energy and shifting consciousness, a dynamic process of aligning thought and feeling with spiritual truth, opens us to demonstrating and embodying the love we truly are more fully and freely. So those are our principles. And and now it's time for the land acknowledgement. Jamie, can you put that up on the screen, please? We come together in harmony, respect, and love with our people, the Esquimalt Nation, the Songhees, the Lekwungen-speaking peoples. And we thank them for maintaining harmony and balance with all the creatures and all the beings, the earth, the sky, the waters, all the creatures, for time immemorial. And may we get back to that in our culture as well. Okay, it's time again for another tune from our wonderful band.
We never have a title because we don't never know what it is until
In
it
advance?
happens. So
Well,
we'd
then I
like
can't
to.
introduce
That
it.
you did. It was beautiful. This is a reflective tune from the creative imagination of Pablo Cardenas. It could be an existing song, an original composition, but quite often it's something that exists already that he's brought from classical repertoire, Cuban traditional repertoire, and then put his own arranger genius spin on it. And we know just as much as you do.
But these guys are magicians when it comes to music, so it's going to turn out great.
That's part of the magic, I think.
That was extraordinary, Pablo. Thank you. And while we stay in the reflective phase, please welcome Brenda to come and offer a blessing for us.
This happened last time. I wasn't prepared. I would like to just invite everyone to feel into the things that we are grateful for and would allow us to show up as the best version of ourselves and shine our light in this world. We live on a beautiful planet filled with gorgeous humans, amazing animals, lots of nature, and we have so much to be grateful even when it's hard to find it. You just have to look up. And I'm just very grateful to be here tonight with everyone and to be able to hear the music and feel our vibration collectively expanding together. And so it is.
Thank you so much, Brenda. Gratitude is so powerful and transformative. Appreciate that. All right, so it's time now to do the monthly theme. And there it is already on our screen. Thank you, Jamie. So embodiment is the theme for the month. And the quote from Rev.Lesia, I am continually expanding into greater awareness and embodiment of the love I truly am. Now we have a couple of minutes where we could share about that. Would somebody like to comment? Is there something that brings up for you, reminds you of, or do you have a question? Nope.
I could
Or-
share something.
Yes, please. Yeah, Kelby.
One thing that I've been thinking about, and that this sort of drew for me, is the idea of awareness of how we embody things. We do embody things whether we mean to or not. You know, we embody stress. We also can become aware of how we embody joy. I was on my way over from Vancouver this morning, and there was this family traveling. They were from Mexico, and they had 3 little kids. And just the sheer embodiment of joy. They had never been to the island before. And just hearing their little voices and seeing the joy on their expressions, whether it was the ferry, whether it was the fact that there was like, we're getting close to downtown. It was just like the excitement was so embodied, and it was just a great opportunity. Well, I appreciated it as a chance to reflect on, wow, we actually do embody things all the time. And sometimes we wear our stress maybe more than we would like to. So that key of awareness and maybe some more intentional expanding into embodiment seemed to be a nice piece of this puzzle for me from this quote.
I love it. Thank you. That was a great share. Yeah. And I want to say that your share reminded me, because of course joy is what I prefer to be, to remain in as much as possible. But to just remind myself, is that what I'm doing? Is that what I'm feeling? Is that what am I expressing? Yeah, I'm feeling good. All right, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, no worries, because we now have, just one second, feature tune. We have our feature tune.
Do we?
Not quite? That's what the sheet says. Kelby
Well, that's
and
so
Elevate.
exciting. It's like music, and more music. Get ready. Here we go. Okay. Well, that segues perfectly as planned.
Perfectly
because,
as planned.
Uh,
And perfectly executed.
Of course, naturally. This song was, so Lassie and I get to talk about the theme before, the month starts. And so I was thinking about different ways that we embody energy, or that we embody our thoughts or our feelings or our intentions. And so there's obviously a lot of different ways, and this one seemed kind of fun, and I guess it fits very well with the joy that the two little girls in particular were experiencing today, because everything for them was wonderful, and in the words of George Gershwin, it was wonderful. So this is wonderful. Wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. Soulful night, it's paradise, it's what I long to see. You made my life so glamorous, you can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. You should care for me. Soulful night, it's paradise, it's what I love to see. You made my life so glamorous, you can't blame me for feeling amorous. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for, that you should care for me.
Thank you so much, Pablo Cardenas, Peter Dowse.
And Kelby MacNayr. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. I love your music. It's now time for our inspirational talk. And our inspirational talk this evening is going to be delivered by Brenda St. And the title of her talk, The Stories That Shaped You and the Self Beneath Them. So just a little bit about Brenda. She is an inspirational speaker, a coach, and an activator. I want to hear more about that. With almost 3 decades of hands-on experience in business and personal growth, she is passionate about creating innovative ways to teach both financial and emotional literacy. Please welcome Brenda St.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am going to sit down when I do this talk, if that's okay. I loved what Kelby had said about embodying joy and not noticing it. And when you take an aware, present approach to noticing what is, then you get choice. And I think that is one of the biggest things that I think we forget when we're an automatic pilot. So most of us are living inside these identities that we have that we kind of never consciously chose. We're just walking around with these identities, and most identities didn't form before because something was wrong with us. We just created these identities to create safety in our life. And this is not going to be like a motivational talk or telling you to fix anything or anything. This is more about noticing and just being aware of what shows up as I speak. We all adapt so that we can belong. Humans just want to belong, primarily. So a lot of our adaptations are for that purpose. And they're very intelligent and very smart. We do it in a very brilliant way until they become limitations, and they sometimes can become a cage. I remember a piece of my identity formed when I was 6 years old. I was in grade 1, and we were learning how to write. And I had my pencil and eraser next to me, you know those big pink erasers? And I was writing all the words, and writing didn't work for me the way it worked for the other kids. I had to see the word before I knew if it was right or not. And then I had to try writing it and looking at it, and then I'd adjust if it was right or not. So I was erasing a lot. There was like piles of pink dust on my desk and all over my body. And one day, my teacher was walking down down the row, and she looked at me, and she scooped up all my erasers. She grabbed them, and she said, "Don't be lazy. Do it right the first time." And I was like, I didn't argue. I didn't say anything. I didn't try to explain anything. I just quietly sat there. And in that moment, I decided something. I was stupid. And no one else should know. So it was those two things. I was stupid, and no one else should know that I'm stupid. But here's what's important. I didn't shrink. I didn't get small. I didn't feel bad. What I did is at recess, I went back into the room, and I went into her desk, and I took my erasers back. And I got punished. But I kept going. You know, but that belief, I am stupid, wasn't just the belief. It was, I am stupid and no one else can find out. And then my identity adapted around it. Okay? And this is how identities are formed. Okay? We have a core belief that's formed kind of in an emotional intensity or a struggle. We make a core belief happen, and it's usually to keep us safe, you know, that core belief. And then we adapt. And the adaptations, it doesn't always look like collapse. You know, it could look like a behavior or a strategy and ways of being able to survive in the world. Our nervous system almost always chooses safety before truth, before being authentic. And we can't be authentic until we're feeling safe, okay? So we're always going to choose safety over authenticity. For me, I didn't act stupid. You know, instead, my adaptation is I would be charismatic, I'd be funny, I'd be warm, I'd be very relationally intelligent. I'd know what people were feeling and doing. And it became a gift. It became like a real, it was something that helped me a lot in the world. But in truth, it was also a shield. It protected me. And most of us do this, and we might all do it in different ways. So I really want you to think about this. If you have a belief like, say, I'm not good enough, or I'm not enough, you might shrink, you might disappear, or you might do whatever is unique to your own adaptation. Or if you have a core belief of, I'm unlovable, you might overgive, or you might make sure you're indispensable. If you believe you're too much, it might be like you're editing yourself, or you stay contained and you don't really actually show up as what you truly are. So many people have different beliefs that show up in different ways, and sometimes it's hard to see what the belief is. So here's the question I want to ask you. What is your personality protecting you from? We all have different personalities. You can be extroverted, introverted, you can be shy, you can be accommodating, a people pleaser, or whatever. What personality trait do you have that's protecting you? For me, this belief, I'm stupid and no one can find out, it shaped my life for years. I think probably it still does. And I didn't even see it. Like, I didn't even see the impact that it had on me. And what it looked like at first was I was always the big fish in a small pond. You know, when you're the big fish, you're kind of feeling safe. You're like the one in charge, right? And whenever I was around like big thinkers or visionaries or really successful entrepreneurs, I would go quiet. Like I would just get small. And it was almost like, and I wouldn't do it consciously. Like I didn't even know I was doing it. But underneath, something was happening inside of me. And it was like this, I wasn't even aware of the dialogue, but it was like, if they really see me and they find out I'm stupid, you know, and if that happens, everything's going to crumble. You know, it was almost like the identity I created, my charisma, my likability, my warmth, if they found out I was stupid, that would crumble too. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't always make logical sense, but it does make emotional sense. So I gave my power away without even realizing it. And the cost of that was huge. It was like my business plateaued. I never broke through that invisible ceiling. I would always go like, why can't that change? Or I wouldn't have true peers that were ahead of me, ahead of the game. And I longed for it so much. I wanted to be in bigger rooms. I wanted to be in bigger conversations with bigger dreamers that were doing huge things in the world. And I couldn't understand why I didn't have those people in my life until I saw this. And what was protecting me was also limiting me now. You can't let go of an identity until you see how you've been using it, okay? Because the identity is like, it's a gift to you as well. It has been. The belief that I'm stupid, it wasn't true. It was just that it was protecting me. And the shields, they weren't wrong. you know, my shield of charisma or relational intelligence or warmth or those kind of things. It wasn't wrong, but they were a little outdated. You know, I was using them to protect myself, and they hadn't evolved. And so this is for all of you, if you're finding that thing in your personality that you use to protect yourself, this isn't about becoming someone new. All of a sudden your identity drops and you're a completely different person. It's about loosening things that don't fit anymore and giving them some space. So for me, the identity, I am stupid and no one should know, it just didn't fit anymore. It didn't fit. So I want to leave this with you. So notice what it feels like to imagine not needing to shield. What does it feel like if you didn't have to shield? You don't have to change your story tonight. Like that's not what it's about. Just notice what the story is running in the room. What is it running for you? Because awareness is already movement. It was like Kelby was saying. Like as soon as you shine a light on something, it's like, oh, there's more space. I can see that. And then you start seeing it until you choose not to. But once you see it, it's kind of hard to unsee it. The self beneath your story has been there the whole time. You're not broken. You're actually brilliant. You're brilliant at keeping safety and surviving. So thank the stories. Thank the stories and the shields that you create. And ask yourself, what else is possible? What else could you step into? Thank you.
Thank you so much. That definitely reminded me of my story, my big story, and how it shaped me. All right, well, let's look at the time here to see if we've got time for some sharing. Yeah, we do. Just a little, well, yes, a little, we do. We have some time. So, sorry, this is a little hard to see because it's highlighted. Well, maybe, in fact, I could take a couple minutes just to share my big core belief thing that I discovered a long time ago. I became really self-righteous in my life. And I had a big wall of defense built up around me, what you call a shield. I called it this big wall of defense. And I kept people at a distance. And I argued if you didn't agree with me, because I was right. And so it's not very endearing. But I didn't know I had that until I was about 35. And then that big wall of defense came crumbling down, years and years and years of rubble behind it. But I discovered eventually that that big wall of defense and that self-righteousness, that look at me, aren't I good because I'm right? That was put in place to hide the despair of being unlovable, unworthy, not good enough. And so after that, some years of sort of resolving the big ego stuff, I then went through years and years of the little ego, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve, I'm not lovable. In fact, if people said, I love you, Sherry, I would look at them, I wouldn't say anything, but I'd look at them and say to myself, you must be lying, because I'm not lovable. Anyway, so I agree. We probably all put something like that in place, and it doesn't allow us to get to our authentic selves until we've really discovered it and worked with it and resolved it. So please, let's. I think if we go in groups of 3, we could share what did Brenda's talk inspire in us, and take a couple of minutes each to share. Do we have time for that? Yes, we have. I think it's hard to see the clock. Yeah, we do. We have time to. So take a couple of minutes each to share in groups of 3 about how that was for you. Okay, groups of 2 is fine. Groups of 2 is fine. Hi, everybody. How was that? Was it helpful to share? Beautiful. That was a great talk, Brenda. It's really helpful. Okay, so it's time to kind of begin winding down. We close at 8:45. And now we are, we're going to hand out the beautiful blessings box. So for those two of you that are new here, your pal isn't here. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, great. Your beautiful box has some lovely little sayings in them. And we pass it around, and when it comes to you, you just take one of the little blessings out of the box, and you get to take it home. All right, so now it's that time for our generosity affirmation. So do you want to say this with me? In gratitude I give, in gratitude I receive. By embracing generosity with enthusiasm and delight, I celebrate the infinite possibilities of living life lovingly. And so it is. So for any contributions you would like to make, of course, it's possible to make a cash contribution or check in the little silver bowl on the table on the side there. It's also possible to make a contribution by credit card, and the terminal is also on that table. Is that right? Can somebody tell me if that's correct?
I did not bring up the terminal.
Oh, we don't have the terminal here right now. Okay, so you can go online. You can make an e-transfer to the Victoria Truth Center, spelled R-E at the end, .org. And we thank you very much for any contributions you are able to make and willing to make this evening. So gratitude and blessing, it says Brenda. She did. Okay. All right then. Are there announcements? Has anybody got announcements? I believe, Brenda, you have an announcement, right?
I am doing, once again, I don't know if everyone has heard this before, but I do 3 times a year the Intergenerational Money Reset. And it's a movement of creating a ripple throughout the world of unplugging from our limiting points of view financially, and so that we can create more possibility. And on January 28th, I'm having a free webinar. I'm supposed to have the slide with my stuff on it, but I don't have it, nor do I have my paper. So it's brendastlouis.com if you're interested, and it's called Break the Money Patterns You Were Born Into.
Thank you, Brenda. And anybody, just go find her at the end if you want to get that information again. Thank you, Brenda. All right, so are there any other announcements before I go on? No? All right, so I'll make a quick announcement. Lesia, Cahoot, and I we are meeting and creating a program about prayer. So prayer from an affirmative prayer point of view, which Rev.Lesia is expert at, and prayer from connected to divine beings is the kind of prayer that I'm expert at. So we're going to create a program. So that's an announcement. Something to look forward to. We don't have a date yet. And you can go to the events page at victoriatruthcenter.org to find out what events and happenings are going on here. And thank you for that. All right, so we have now a closing song. And Kelby and Peter and
Just us. We'd like to keep
Just
it.
the two of you?
We keep it really small. He'll come in. He'll do a little cameo.
Pablo will. Oh, Pablo's come back. Pablo and Peter and Kelby are going to do a song, "Holy, Holy Way."
That's right. And I don't know if there are lyrics. Oh, there are. So it's not just us. It's all of us together. This is the big choir finish. Do you know this song? Yeah? Okay. Well, if you don't, you will in a moment. So it's a call and response. The blue is me and the red is you. Let's see how it goes. 1, 2. Let me love
Thank you so much, everyone. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. I love that song. And I see there is another announcement. So next week, I hope you'll join again for a special ceremony, burning bowl and visioning ceremony that Rev.Lesia will lead. So next Wednesday evening, please come on back. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you to our beautiful band, Pablo, Peter, Kelby. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alec and Katie. Woo, got it. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Yes, all of you. Thank you. Mind blank. Thank you for coming, braving the weather. Thank you to those online for being with us. Thank you, Jamie, for doing all your beautiful work back there on sound and screen and so on. Please, if you don't mind, stacking chairs, your own chairs at least, over on the side there. And is there anything else? I think that might be it. Drive safely home if you're driving. And let these fine musicians play us out.